let's talk about this.
Yes.
Because, y'all, okay, let's talk about this. I work with a lot of clients, and sometimes, I would say more often than not, they are afraid to put their ingredients on their packaging, right? And they're like, somebody's going to steal it. They're going to know what's inside. And my feedback is always, you know, there are people who have allergies, and I'm sure that that's something that you deal with the packaging,
Yes.
right? So you have to think from the standpoint of people who have allergies. You have to think from the standpoint of people wanting to know. Transparency is a big thing in this industry, right? So being transparent about what is in your products. But the other thing is, half the time people don't be wanting to put the ingredients on their packaging, and they ain't sold anything yet, right? So it's, and then also, you know, putting the ingredients on your packaging, I always say this, is not giving up the secret sauce to how you actually create it, especially if you're creating it at home by hand and things like that. So let's talk about putting the ingredients on the packaging. I gave a little bit because I always am like, put that on there. Like, ain't nobody gonna know how you mixed it up, blended it up. Half y'all selling the same stuff anyway.
Fact.
But talk about the importance of having the ingredients on the label and what that does for your brand.
Absolutely. So good point of mentioning that consumers are really educational. They're information hungry. And a lot of consumers are more intentional about the type of products that they utilize, including ingredients. So I want everybody to go and research the Fair Packaging Label Care Act. 1964 or 1967, don't hold me to the year, but they're going to specifically specify to you why the ingredients should be listed on there, as well as your product weight and all those other things. But ingredients are important because, number one, is to let me know as a consumer if I'm allergic to something, if I'm able to utilize something, if I need to do a skin patch test before I utilize a product and more. Two, if you're stating that you're vegan friendly or all natural derived or whatever the case may be, I'm going to look at those ingredients and be able to see if you're actually, if those ingredients align to those free of claims that you're specifying. So vegan, all those things. Third, it's regulatory, it's compliance. So you want to make sure that you're including your ingredient list on all product packaging. I don't care if you're making it at home, or if you're working with a contract manufacturer, it is required to put on your product packaging. And third, if you see that a brand does not list their ingredient listing, it is missed opportunities. It is missed opportunities because, one, if a brand or a lot of retailers are looking for indie brands right now to be housed on e-com, to be housed inside of their store and more. But if you're not including the ingredient list on the products, how can they actually determine if you're going to be a good fit for their market? So it's missed opportunity there. Second thing is missed opportunities with your audience. So if I'm looking for a new hydrating lotion that has SPF in it, SPF 30 or whatever, I want to look at those key ingredients, because what if I'm allergic to titanium dioxide that's inside of a sunscreen, and I need a different type of active that's in the sunscreen? I need to know those things. But it's missed opportunities for sure. But also, you all, please include your ingredients, because you're not giving away your secret sauce by disclosing it. If you look at any brand that is housed on the market, they are showing you their ingredient listing. Now, they're not telling you how they create the formulation. If they stir it, they mix it, they roll it, or whatever the case may be. Like Cat Williams say, I don't know nothing about that, but I'm just saying, but what I am saying, encouraging you all, is to please include your ingredient listing. It's important. You can go and look at the Fair Packaging Label Care Act to see all the requirements that should be inclusive on your packaging, and ingredients is one of them. So guys, please don't think that you're giving away your secret sauce. You're not. You are actually doing a service to your consumers to disclose that information for them to know if this is the right product for me or not.